My name is Karrington Rainey, and today I will be speaking to you about mental illness. Can everybody do me a favor and close their eyes? Imagine you're in the backseat of the car and your mother is swerving through traffic on Highway 75, holding the door shut so your sister won't jump out into the middle of traffic. Imagine your sister starts to hear voices telling her to strangle you in your sleep. Open your eyes. I don't have to imagine that because that's my reality. My sister has schizophrenia. I feel bad now, but I used to joke around and call her psycho sister. My 5-year-old brain did not understand the complexity of what it was like to have a mental illness. Awareness for mental illness will be beneficial to society, and I will prove that statement by putting it to the 4-way Rotary test. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Is it the truth? Is it the truth that when people don't fit into society's expectations, they're pushed away? Since the 1800s, mentally ill people have been pushed away from society. Why is that still happening in 2019? I remember walking down that long, dark hallway to visit my sister in the psych ward, watching her eat lunch off of a tray in a blue uniform. I thought it was jail. But my assumptions weren't too far off because 70% of juvenile delinquents have a mental illness, and at least 20% have a severe mental illness. My sister's illness is rare. Only 1.1% of people will have schizophrenia. But according to the National Mental Health Institute, 46.4 people will have experienced mental illness once in their lifetime, which proves that mental illness is more common than you think. Is it fair to all concerned? It often baffles me. If I was to have something wrong with my arm or my leg, I would go to the doctor, get a cast, and the next day everybody would sign it. But nobody wants to sign my depression pill bottle. I remember when my sister's medicine started to make her gain weight. She gained over 100 pounds in a year. Me and my sister was walking into my grandmother's house, and this older man comes up to my sister and says, "Wow, you are getting big and fat, just like your mother." And that day, she stopped taking her medicine. Will it build goodwill and better friendships? I can only tell my testimony, and I can say that my empathy towards my sister has helped our relationship. On a scale of 1 to 10, my sister used to irritate me at about a 15. Now it's at a 9. Not that low, but it's low for now. I looked up schizophrenia one day on the National Mental Health Institute website, and I realized everything that bothered me about my sister was just her illness. I was happy because I felt closer to her in that moment, but I also was upset because I realized it wasn't her fault. It was my fault that I was apathetic to her conditions. Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Every race, every gender across the world deal with chemical imbalances in their brain. That's all mental illness is. It is time that we change the stories, to change the narrative, to redefine mental illness. Just imagine if you had to wake up every day with voices in your head, not being able to determine reality from delusion. That's my sister's story. Or just imagine eating away your depression. But that's not my sister's story. That's my mother's story. Or what about having anxiety so bad that it's hard for you to wake up in the morning and you want to sleep the days away. But that's not my mother's story. That's my story. A call of action starts today. We will start to give mentally ill people respect and make them a priority in our communities. And to put that action into effect, I just have 2 words for you, just 2. Awareness and acceptance. Thank you.
Karrington Rainey.